Alright, hello everyone. My name is Steve and welcome back to my level design series. In this video, we're going to take a look at the changes I've made, as well as get a first look at my first art pass in this level. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, we've added a lot more detail than what you've last seen. We further solidified the idea that we are crashed on some strange planet with harsh conditions, and we need to get out of here. This part remains mostly the same. Besides some terrain changes. Over time, you'll see I try to eliminate a lot of hard triangles to make the space more believable. Hard corners as well. I decided to change it from the pistol to the SMGs as I found it was more exciting, and as you can see from the last time, I've opened up this area quite a bit. I want each combat encounter to be memorable in some way. We also solidify the idea of lava being a danger. We continue to show the available options to the player of what's to come. We continue to build anticipation for the player of what's to come. I changed this area quite a bit as well when it comes to balancing. Making the enemies spawn with different timers allows them to be better spaced and give more challenge to the player. We introduced the idea of a key earlier and make this our first required combat zone. We also introduced the hazmat. I changed this area quite as the word, words are very hard. This area has been changed to better allow for flow, ease of access for the AI and the player, the enemy and the player, the AI. The fun things about game developing is that when you change new things, you notice new bugs. And I noticed that that guy followed Bethesda wall walking rules, so that's something to be fixed later. I decided to add more mini boss enemies in this area, as I felt just the two was not enough of a challenge. Having more enemies allows the player to better utilize the space. So for this part, I decided to eliminate the platforming altogether, as the only thing you'll see in this level are elevators. And the idea of this level being mainly around the jumping and fighting. And solidifying the idea that this is some type of ruined place or alien structure. Of course, the last jump has to be the biggest jump. I decided that the rocket launcher was the best weapon I would give the player, so in this room I decide that the grenade launcher would be a better solution. In this room, we can also give the idea to the player that there is clearly something underneath this ice, and it also makes for a nice little light transition. Light transition? Yeah, light transition. Any lighting people out there, bless your hearts. I'm also fiddling around with the idea with keeping each, well, I'm fiddling around with the textures. I want to make each room distinct from the last. As you can see, the player gets the rocket launcher at the end. I still keep the distinction in the colors to indicate the player that, hey, these things may move, as they've come to know that when they see blue, it probably moves. For the very last part of this, I decided to add more of those mini bosses we saw earlier and buff the health of the boss, making it even more of a challenge to the player and, of course, the grand finale. As you can see, the boss did a pretty good number on me, but I still managed to survive, as I feel that I have provided the player with enough resources to survive the encounter. So this is going to bring us to the end of this video here. Hope you enjoyed my level. If you have any comments or feedback, please make sure to leave it in the comment section below. My name is Steve, and I will see you in the next block out.